People, welcome back to Politricks Watch, the People's Channel. This is Sir P speaking. Now, after I did my video yesterday on the Chinese businessman who get juked down for $8 million in Mobile, as usual, I was in the comment section interacting with my subscribers. As usual, I love to dialogue with you guys. I realized there was a recurring theme. A lot of people were suggesting that maybe all of these incidents with Chinese businessmen were just a part of an insurance scam. As in, the money is insured. So, them think they work already. Them go make a claim and get back their money, etc. Or even that the Chinese were setting this up, to make themselves look like victim, but really the money come right back in their pockets. So, this is the channel where we investigate various theories, and I decided to reach out to someone I know who worked in the insurance industry. And I presented the idea to them, or I presented the theory to them and asked if it was feasible. So I'm going to tell you why I don't think this has anything to do with insurance, and I don't think the Chinese are setting it up. But first, let me deal with the paperwork side of things. Based on the conversation I had with the insurance person, there is no possible way where the Chinese could benefit from this in terms of claiming for insurance. Because how insurance work, right? You would have to first declare what you have, the value of what you have, right? And then you'd pay to insure that amount. Now, the whole purpose of the Chinese keeping their money liquid, as in keeping it in cash form and keeping it on them, is to prevent having to declare the sum, right? So by not declaring how much them actually have and how much them actually make, that is how they beat the taxman, right? Now, if they were to try and insure that money, they would have to declare a set amount. So that they would have to say, okay, here is $10 million, and I am declaring that amount and I'm insuring this amount of money, which would completely destroy any benefit from getting around the taxman, because now the taxman knows, make X amount of money, which is why you need to insure it. Another thing the person told me is that there is no insurance company in Jamaica who would pay out an insurance in a scenario where you were traveling around with the money by yourself, as in traveling around with the money on you and man stick you up, right? There is no insurance company in Jamaica who's paying out for that. This is why all these companies use guardsmen and Archive and these companies to transport their money, and evening time you see this big Brinks truck come and the man come collect the money and leave. It's not just a security measure, it's also an insurance measure. You see, how we get insured is if the Brinks truck was to get leaked. Then if the Brinks truck was to get leaked, then the insurance company and the security company liaison with each other, right, and you get back your money, right? But you must show that you took the necessary steps to protect yourself and protect the money, right? Just driving around with it on you is blatant carelessness, and it will be too easy for too many people rob these insurance companies with a scam like that. And we know the last thing insurance company want to do is pay out money, right? My brethren work in the insurance industry, and he's telling me, listen, even when you take all the necessary steps, insurance companies still try to find every possible measure to prevent having to pay out, right? So just the fees and the costs alone wouldn't make that business plan viable. So the Chinese could not be doing this for insurance purposes. There's no insurance company that will pay out $8 million back to you because man stick you up a red light and take away the money. It doesn't work like that. The next possible scenario, or the next theory, is that the Chinese are set up themselves. So they're sending the same man to come stick them up and take away the money and then later on bring it back to them. This is why I don't believe that is what's happening here. It would be an extraordinary risk to life and limb to put yourself in between the people who, in this case, you would be hiring, I guess. So let's say you hire some ASM actains to come at your business place, right, and juke you down. As we saw in Maypen, there is a very real scenario that you might go outside, go buck up on some police. So now you are in the middle of police, seeing, and crook. All for the sake of what? What would be the benefit for that? You see, the way how I would believe that is what is happening is if the Chinese were giving the money to one of their workers, i.e. one of the Jamaican workers, because I don't believe they're putting themselves and their family in danger. I don't believe that. No, this is how that theory would be very possible. If they were giving the money to one of their Jamaican workers, and then the worker go get juked down, I would believe it's more likely then, because in that scenario, one, if the worker just get juked down and just the money alone gone, and the worker survives, then it will be considered a success. Two, if the man who juke down the worker suddenly buck up in some police and there's a shootout, and the worker get wounded, or worst case scenario lose them life, again, that would also be success for the Chinese, because hey, and one of them friends or family gone, right? But the fact that in every case we've seen so far, it's the Chinese business people themselves who will get caught up in the middle. In Mobile, you had this everlasting, well, not everlasting, but you had live rounds firing all over the place with the Chinese businessman on the scene. In Maypen, not only were rounds flying left, right, and center, but they actually took them hostage and used them as human shields, right? Now I can't see anybody who's willing to put themselves in between the firing line, right, of some crooks and Jamaican police, just for the sake of going around having to declare money. The reason why I think these theories are going around is because Jamaican people cannot accept that the Chinese, who we have been told all our lives are so super smart, could be doing the same thing over and over and making the same mistake over and over. People, you have to understand, what you're seeing is a miser culture. Okay? Misers don't look at things the way how ordinary people do. They are willing to cut off them nose to spite them face. They will be so cheap with something that they will cut corners even if it means hurting themselves. A miser doesn't mean to them don't know if make money now. Matter of fact, some of the best money makers are misers. Right? But they end up hurting themselves and others in an effort to just not spend money. If you have $8 million, if you're making $8 million, and who knows how fast they make it, that probably was 1 week money or 2 weeks, probably a month. But if you're making $8 million, you can afford a Brinks truck. Most of these Chinese supermarkets can afford a Brinks truck, because I see very small business places in Jamaica. Brinks truck come at evening time, come pick up their money. So the Chinese can afford it. But they don't want to have to pay any kind of money. Right? So that is what's going on. That is why you see these cases going on where the Chinese they might get juked down left, right, and center. Right? So I know it's hard to believe. Right? I know it's hard to believe that the Chinese could be going out like this and making the same mistake over and over. Right? But in my opinion, all the incidences we've seen so far are legit. Okay, with this one that happened in Moby, because we don't have any video and we don't really know much about it, this is the one where we have the least information. But all the others, we've seen them played out in real life. Maypen was the best example, right? I just don't believe Mr. Chinna put himself and his family in harm's way just to do some kind of insurance fraud or backdoor system. The fact is, because the Chinese don't want to declare their real income and they don't want to go through the banks, they don't want to leave any paper trail. This is why they move around with so much cash on them and make themselves an easy target. However, please jump in the comment section and tell me why you think the other theories are what's going on, which is the insurance and they make the man them drip them down and then he bring back the money. Listen, at the end of the day, all we're doing is bouncing ideas here. But in my opinion, I just don't think that's what's happening. But anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Growing slowly but surely. Right, we have 6 patrons now. But people, just Politricks watch. Like, comment, share. Big up on yourself. Take care.